She doesn't want another man who flatters her. She's waiting for the one who can break through her walls without losing control of himself. Gentlemen, understand this. She will never fully love the man she doesn't respect, and she will never respect the man who can't handle her emotional storm. She wants to feel you, not just physically, but emotionally, energetically, spiritually. She needs to trust that you can handle all of her, even the chaos, not to break her down, but to break her open. When a woman has been through pain, betrayal, or disappointment, she builds emotional walls to protect herself. These walls aren't there to punish you. They're there to protect her. She's learned that vulnerability can lead to heartbreak, and so she creates distance between who she really is and who the world sees. Most men either try to bulldoze their way through or get scared off when they encounter those defenses. But the man who truly earns her love is the one who knows how to approach her walls with patience and strength, not to destroy her, but to disarm her. Breaking her walls means showing her a kind of presence she's never felt before. It's about consistency. It's about showing up when she expects you to walk away. It's listening when she tries to push you with silence. It's seeing past the sarcasm, the mood swings, the "I'm fine" lies, and offering grounded masculine calm in response. That's how trust is built. That's how those walls begin to come down, not all at once, but brick by brick. You don't break her spirit by overpowering her. You break her fear by standing firm. You show her that she doesn't have to fight for control when she's with you. You become the man who makes her feel safe enough to stop protecting herself all the time. That's not weakness. That's the highest form of strength. Because most men can't do that. Most men either give up or push too hard. But when you're the man who knows how to stand tall in the face of emotional resistance, not to dominate her but to understand her, then you don't just touch her body. You touch her soul. And that's when love stops being a performance and becomes something real. There's a reason women test men emotionally. It's not to be difficult. It's to feel your strength. When she throws emotional storms your way, she's not always trying to push you away. She's trying to feel if you're solid, if you're grounded, if you can hold your frame when things get messy. And this is where most men fail. They react. They get defensive, angry, or insecure. They take it personally. But what she really wants to know is this: can you stay calm when she can't? Emotional control isn't about suppressing your feelings or pretending to be a robot. It's about mastering yourself. It's being able to feel anger, frustration, or confusion without letting those emotions control your behavior. When you can remain centered while she's unraveling, it sends a powerful message. You are unshakable. And that makes her feel safe. She needs to feel your power. Not the kind that comes from raising your voice or demanding respect, but the kind that comes from restraint, composure, and confidence. When she sees that you can't be thrown off balance easily, she starts to relax into your energy. She doesn't have to stay on the defensive. She doesn't have to lead. She doesn't have to control. That's when she softens. That's when she starts to love from a deeper place. The truth is, your emotional strength is more attractive than anything else. It shows her that she's safe to be her full, raw, emotional self, and you won't run. That's rare. That's magnetic. And once she feels that, she starts to let go of the need to protect herself. She begins to trust, to surrender, to open. And that's the moment everything begins to change between you. Women don't want to be led by logic. They want to be led by presence. When she's emotional, upset, or spinning in her thoughts, trying to fix her with explanations or solutions usually makes things worse. She's not always looking for answers. What she's really looking for is a man who knows how to lead with calm, not correction. She wants to feel your grounded energy more than she wants to hear your clever words. Most men think leadership means being in control of everything, controlling outcomes, emotions, or even her behavior. But real masculine leadership is the opposite. It's not about controlling her. It's about guiding the energy of the relationship. It's the ability to stay composed when things feel chaotic, to move with purpose, and to hold a steady emotional frame that she can trust. She wants to know you're not going to fold when she's at her most vulnerable, when she's emotionally intense. It's not an invitation to argue or compete. It's a test to see if you can lead through the fire. If you get rattled, she loses trust in your direction. But if you stay calm, if you hold your energy and move forward with clarity, she'll follow. Not because you force her, but because she feels safe to do so. The kind of leadership she craves isn't based on dominance. It's based on certainty. You make decisions with confidence. You move with intention. You don't get lost in her storm. You guide her out of it. That's what allows her to let go of control. That's what invites her to step into her feminine. And when she does that, everything changes. The dynamic deepens. The trust multiplies. And love begins to flow, not from obligation, but from alignment. She's not going to fall in love with your achievements, your car, or the stories you tell to impress her. That might grab her attention temporarily, but it won't earn her heart. What captures her on a deeper level is emotional presence, your ability to be real, raw, and open. She wants to feel who you are beneath the surface, not the image you're trying to project. Authenticity is rare, and it's the one thing that separates a man she remembers from one she forgets. When you show depth, you invite her into something meaningful. She stops seeing you as just another man trying to win her approval and starts feeling a connection that can't be faked. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's power when it comes from a place of strength. A man who can say, "This is who I am, this is what I've been through, and this is what I'm becoming," shows her that he's grounded in truth, not performance. Most men wear a mask to seem desirable, but that mask eventually cracks. She's seen it before. She's tired of it. What she longs for is someone who doesn't need to prove himself, because he knows himself. That kind of energy draws her in on a primal level. It bypasses her logic and goes straight to her heart. When you show emotional depth, you give her something she can actually connect with. You create safety, not just physical, but emotional. She starts to trust you because she feels seen, not judged, heard, not managed. That's when she opens. That's when she lets you in. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are underneath it all. And once she feels that, the relationship shifts into something real, lasting, and rare. ChatGPT said, if she's constantly in control, always leading the relationship, always in her masculine energy, it's not because she wants to be that way. It's because she doesn't trust that you'll take the lead. When a woman doesn't feel emotionally safe, she won't surrender. And when she doesn't surrender, love becomes transactional, not transformational. The truth is, her ability to relax, to soften, and to truly love you depends on how consistently you show up as a man she can trust with her heart. Her surrender is not a gift she hands out easily. It's something she gives only when she feels protected, not just physically, but emotionally. That protection comes from your direction, your decisiveness, your emotional steadiness. She wants to know that no matter what happens, whether she's emotional, confused, or scared, you won't fall apart. You won't disappear. You won't collapse under pressure. This is your responsibility, not because you owe her something, but because that's what masculine leadership is. It's not about control. It's about creating an environment where she feels free to be herself without judgment. When she feels that, she begins to lean in. She stops trying to lead. She starts to trust. And she gives you a version of her that no one else gets to see. You don't earn that by talking about it. You earn it by how you show up every day. Through your actions, through your consistency, through the way you handle her with strength and tenderness at the same time. And when she finally feels safe enough to surrender, not out of fear or desperation, but from a place of love, that's when the relationship transforms. That's when everything changes. Because now she's not just with you, she's fully open to you. And that is the most powerful connection you'll ever experience. She will only love you, Not when you play it safe, but when you dare to break her in the way no man has before. Break the surface, break the distance, break the walls she's too tired to hold up, but too scared to let fall. And when you do, everything changes. She won't just give you her body, she'll give you her soul. Not because you conquered her, but because you proved you could be trusted with her truth.